Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of What Makes Gaming Great. I'm Grant Dillon, and this is the Throwback community. Today we'll be discussing a classic, the Halo 3 multiplayer. This multiplayer introduced a ton of new options to Halo fans and a wide selection of game types and maps. Most have very fond memories of playing with friends on the Halo 3 multiplayer, so without further ado, let's get started. Halo 3 released on September 25th, 2007 for the Xbox 360. It would later become available on the Xbox One and PC as part of the Master Chief Collection. The release for this game was crazy. The midnight release had fans gathered for blocks outside of game stores worldwide. Halo 3 grossed $300 million in its first week. It was also the best-selling video game in the US in 2007, and as of January 3rd, 2008, Halo 3 had sold 8.1 million copies. By March 2009, more than 1 billion online multiplayer matches had been played.
Grow to the point where there are video game consoles now in a majority of American households. So we looked at the success of the franchise, we looked at the growth of video games, we connected the dots and we could see where the line was heading.
Halo 3 featured a multiplayer that gave players the ability to play either 4-player split screen or up to 16 players on Xbox Live. The primary feature was online matchmaking, however, a feature that would change Halo forever was introduced as well, Forge. Forge allowed players to load into any map and edit, move, add, or take away objects from said map. This included weapons, vehicles, spawn points, and even tweaks to entire structures. Forge let the player's mind run wild and gave birth to everything from new minigames to artworks and aesthetic creations. Players could then play with others in custom games. In custom games, players could load up original maps or their own maps they created in Forge and start any game type they wanted to compete with their friends. Another feature new to Halo was Theater Mode. Theater Mode allowed players to view gameplay footage in real time. Every time a player played a campaign or multiplayer match, the game automatically saved it to a list of films. This gave the player the ability to go back and watch these whenever they wanted. They could rewind, fast forward, take screenshots, and even view the game from a free cam. This allowed for easier highlight tape creation and machinima filming. Now for the maps and game types. As is the case with all Halo games, these maps have gorgeous scenery and excellent gameplay. The original game included 11 maps. Among them were fan favorites such as Guardian, High Ground, Last Resort, Sandtrap, and Valhalla. There were DLC map packs available later on. Now some of these were standard DLC and some came with Halo 3 ODST. These included maps such as Longshore, Sandbox, Standoff, and many other beloved Halo 3 classics. All of these would be included as part of the Master Chief Collection.
There's no shipping and handling fees, and you don't need to send a check or money order. Just head over to the Xbox Live Marketplace on April 9th, 2009, and the Mythic Map Pack can be yours for a one-time payment of 800 Microsoft points.
This game also included plenty of game types. Whether you wanted Classic Slayer or you wanted to mix it up a bit with some Capture the Flag, King of the Hill, Infection, or Oddball, Halo 3 had it all. What made this multiplayer so great was all the options that it had. This was the most freedom a Halo game had ever had at the time, and it set the stage for multiplayers in future Halo games. I truly believe that Halo 3's multiplayer walked so that multiplayers like Reach and Halo 5 could run. And that is the Halo 3 multiplayer for you. If you haven't played it yet, I strongly suggest you do. We really can't do it justice in this video. It is really something special. And with that, that's all we've got for you this week. We hope you enjoyed this episode of What Makes Gaming Great, and we thank you so much for watching. As always, check out our Instagram accounts, which are in the description, and make sure to like and subscribe. We'd love to have you as part of our community. Join us next week for episode 7 as we take a look at the beautiful Halo 3 campaign. As always, stay safe everyone, love yourself and others. Dylan out.